Holy cow, did I walk into the thick of things on this one. Stopped into this old shop here with my old apprentice, Josue, and we came out here on this one with the 5-volt reference issue that he was having a problem with there with the TPS and a couple of other issues there. TPS, giving the fuel tank pressure sensor, map sensor, all that good stuff. Right now, we are back probed outside at our throttle position sensor. If we take anything at all that's on the 5-volt, let's take, in this case here, we'll take the map sensor. You guys just saw the 5 volts inside. We plug in the map. And we come in here. This is what we have. Can you unplug that map, please? When he unplugs it, we get 12 volts right now. This is where it gets fun. So, temporarily here, what I did was I made a jumper down here. Can I have the positive lead out there from that meter? Thank you, sir. So, we're going to take the positive lead and we're going to go in to where the PCM is. Right over here, which I already have the wire. Well, darn, man, you guys aren't going to be able to see that. All right, so down here right now, there's a piercing probe in there. I have the wire clipped at the ECM. Now, prior to that there, I just had that little black wire here as a jumper because we've already diagnosed this thing, but thought it was pretty fun. So if I come back in here again and we watch to see the voltage coming out of the ECM, right now, it's showing 12 volts. What I'm going to do is something a little bit odd, I'm sure, but I'm going to hold the tip of this test light that's coming over here to ground. And let's see, how am I going to get up there? Jose, would you mind holding this here? If you hold that right there, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to give it a little on the finger, and I'm going to touch that little wire up here. Let's see if I can get it. And it's only going down to 12. I didn't get my fingers wet enough. All right, fingers are wet. And we touch it. Now look at that voltmeter. I'm going to let off it. 5 volts again. If I touch it, down to 0.6, 0.7. I am mega ohms of resistance. All right, I should not be able to sit there and pull down that 5-volt reference the way it is. When I let off it, it jumps back up to 5. Obviously, it's not a real 12 volts that we saw there a moment ago. And what will happen is this 5-volt regulator that's in this CCM, which is buried up here in this corner, is no good. So this is a bad 5-volt regulator in the ECM. It should be keeping it at the 5.05, but as you'd see, it would jump up to 12. Sometimes it goes down to 0. If you plugs in anything outside with those wires, which I don't think there's anything plugged in out there right now, but if I was to take this wire, again, my loom, and then bring it back up there, we would see it immediately drop down. But verified all the wiring, everything else is good. Just a bad ECM, but not your everyday failure. Something that you don't see very often on this 1998 Mitsubishi Montero. Yeah, that's what I'm in. Okay, well anyhow, that's just something I wanted to share with you guys real quick.